Wajir is a Borana word that means coming together, bequeathed to this part of the different clans and the pastoral communities that used to congregate in areas around Wajir town to water the animals from the abundant and dependable shallow wells that characterize the general land geomorphology. Wajir County has an estimated human population of 700,000. Its inhabitants are the Somali community, who are predominantly pastoralists, except for a few groups of people who in the last few years started practicing small-scale farming. The livestock population, according to the County Livestock Department for the year starting 2018, stands at 738,539 camel, 560,119 cattle, 1,569,961 goats, 1,248,150 sheep, 195,356 donkeys. Climatically, the county suffers most during the dry spells and extreme droughts. Nearly 60% of this livestock beaten hard to fatal levels. In the recent long dry spells, the residents felt too much of a drought that extended to a hurting calamity that consumed and killed many livestock and to a huge extent faded the smallest chance to survive it. This disaster has not spared women and children too, as they bear the brunt of famine following years of drought. The poor parents with their animals dead and living in horrific conditions need help, as they don't have a source of livelihood and their children hungry at homes. Pregnant mothers with no medical aid suffer under the scorching sun. As such, interventions geared towards uplifting the living standards of these poor people have been launched by World Vision Kenya. The organization, in tandem with the local elders, chiefs, religious leaders, children departments, primary heads, and the county government, did assessment and identified the most vulnerable persons and pinned it as the areas of focus in all the sub-counties of Wajir and some parts of Mandera.
World Vision Kenya has been Wajir since 1992, and it was supporting emergency response. Then we transitioned into development, and that we focus in Wajir South as our area development program. From the initiatives we have done, we are targeting 3,000 registered children who are the agents of transformation in the community. We don't focus on direct benefits, but we focus on shared benefits. Whatever resources that we require, it comes in to support the community. From the initiatives we have done, we have had increase in terms of funding streams. And we have other funding streams from other partners. We now have 5 grants that are supporting the child well-being in Wajir and the Mandera County.
Women mostly have difficulties at home, with men at times abandoning them and are left to handle all the important and sometimes tiresome duties. Pregnant mothers also face more challenges and find it hard to settle hospital bills. As such, the organization, in partnership with the local CBOs, enrolled 235 most vulnerable households into NHIV schemes to help mothers have easy access to healthcare services.
marka kaarkan una caawiye marka daawada badan oo fiican baan ku qaadanay marka waxaan rabnaa inay daawo fiican kale oo siyaade inay noo siiyaan World Vision teeda kale marka ilmaha waxa jira oo fi iskuula ka aan tabar aan u leeyahay xoolo aan u leeyahay oo fi aan rabnaa inay naga caawiyaan xagga World Vision aan rabnaa
marka waa mahadsanyihiin kaararkan ay na siiyeen xanuunka inaan iskiga daaweyna oo ku mahadsanyihiin markan waxaan rabnaa lacagta inay noogu shoon oo noo kordhiyaan markan waxaan rabnaa horta wadaadka aan wada joogno oo xanuunsan yahay kaarkan bacdina na siiyaan aad baan ugu mahadsanay oo iiga caawi macal ilmaha macal aniga macal saaid noogu caawi.
We've also successfully enrolled 235 most vulnerable households into NHIV schemes. This allows these vulnerable families to access health care without depending on World Vision now and in the future.
The organization, under its health and nutrition program, targeted 16 facilities along the border areas of the 3 sub-counties and aims to reach a total of 23,800 children below the age of 5.
The purpose of this project was that Somali community being one of the mobile population because of their nomadic lifestyle, the transmission of polioviruses has become immense, and as a result of that, this project has been identified to make sure that the transmission of diseases should be halted to the shortest time possible. For the project, we are specifically targeting 16 facilities which are along the border area, and at a target of 23,800 children below 5 years of age, and children of close to 5,900 below 1 year are the target beneficiaries for this project for immunization services.
Pastoral communities of the Somali rarely take their children to school. Children are sent to the bush to look after the animals. Some unfortunate families do not even have the basic education tools to start with.
We have also another grant called Free Pack Out of School Children, which is funded through UNICEF, and we are looking at, we have a target of ensuring that 27,000 children in Wajir South go back to school from just being livestock herders, and go back to school so that they can enjoy education in fullness, and also their rights are not violated.
Therefore, under the Protection Education Program, the organization partnered with the Education Ministry at both levels of governments and administered 2,300 children from Lokbokol to Sabuli with scholarship to boost the foundation of knowledge among the pupils. The caregiver also constructs classrooms for ECD centers in Habaswein Sub-County, as evidenced by the erection of 2 classrooms at Kibilai Girls Primary.
In the Habaswein Sub-County, we have a sponsorship program. We just cover areas from Habaswein Town, Bilmayane, Abakore, and Mary, Sabuli locations, and Lambara. For these areas, we have 6 registered children who are around 3,000 children. Out of these 3,000 children, we have 2,300 children who are directly communicating to their sponsors. We managed to achieve constructions of 2 classrooms and at Kibilai Primary Schools, where that 2 classrooms we anticipate for them to support 84 girls who used to read under a tree previously. But for now, from the beginning of January 2019, we are assured that we have 2 classrooms well equipped with materials, learning materials.
The Kenya Rapid Program, in tandem with the Wajir County Agriculture Department, for instance, helped women associations to develop and scale farms even higher as they lost hope in pastoralism and turned their attention to agriculture. The women were supported with shed nets and the construction of water pan.
Agriculture wamesaidia sisi, wanatupatia faida yote ambaye kama kuwekwa jembe, panga. Sisi tulipata faida kutoka World Vision, tulipata hema tuzuie dudu ambaye ina affect shamba yetu.
Na watu walikuwa wanafuga mifugo peke yake, tukajadiliana, tukasema tulete alternative livelihood. Paka saizi watu ya kwetu, watu wameadapt. Tumevuna nyanya, sukuma wiki, papai, mpaka kitunguu.
We are currently using drip irrigation to irrigate vegetables, and with the collaboration with the Department of Agriculture, the production has increased twofold, and sometimes the farmers can get from the farm actually up to 2,000 shillings.
Residents of Habaswein have been buoyed by the construction of solar energy to leverage against the high fuel prices in the town, and were left in greens. The borehole water serves both the public in town as well as the herders who come from long distance during the dry seasons. Last month, the organization introduced the emergency program that targets areas with no health facilities. Mothers and other ailing persons in the community who miss basic health care were helped. A total of 685 individuals benefited from the service.
The project is emergency, and it's targeting areas with no health facilities in Wajir South Sub-County. We are operating in 20 outreach sites. These are sites that have no health facilities.
And what we are basically doing in terms of the interventions is that we are going to have link health facilities. These are facilities that are well manned and have staffs. Take health and nutrition commodities and visit these outreaches and give essential health and nutrition services to these people who are living in these areas. Some of the services that we are giving includes immunization, antenatal care, and nutrition supplements and wash interventions. So far we have only done one round of outreach where we were able to reach 685 children, which will have otherwise been without those services.
The program directors did, however, encounter multiple challenges in their endeavors. For example, herders' tendency to shift from place to place in search of water and pasture have seen defaulters increase as children under immunization miss their take. Another challenge is insecurity along the borderlines of Diff, Rijabula, Konton, and Grile, which sometimes limit the quality of service that can be rendered. The organization did, however, achieve success ranging from the creation of awareness on hand washing and hygiene in schools as behavioral change mechanism to providing the community with access to drinking water in Asal County by partnering with other stakeholders, plus lending support by building resilient households to promote the health of children, as well as the provision of solar technology for pastoral communities. On the long term, though, the organization seeks to maximize its range, cover more people, treat more mothers, educate more children, and improve more lives.